When authors write a series over a long period of time, it's no surprise when their writing style evolves. They'll change the course of the series, often using retcons to move where they want to go. This is especially apparent with Naruto. The Biju, Naruto's childhood, and the strength of the various Hokage are some notable examples. But the one I wanted to focus on for this video is a certain theme that was abandoned as Kishimoto's writing evolved. Excessive greed. It was, in my opinion, the dominant theme in Naruto, and the central fault of the ninja world. But to get my point across, we need to go over the arcs themselves. The villain of the Land of Waves arc was Gato, a corrupt businessman that had power over the Land of Waves shipping routes. He was trying to kill Tazuna to maintain control. Part of the reason the Chunin exams exist was to improve relationships between villagers, present rising ninjas to clients, and create gambling opportunities. The reason the Sand would eventually end up betraying the Leaf was because the Sand was suffering economically and the 4th Kazekage believed they could improve their economic conditions by weakening the Leaf ninjas, which would create opportunities for Sand Shinobi to take on more missions. Then we get to the big bad of part 1, Orochimaru, a man with the life goal of learning all the world's secrets. He sought immortality so that he would have all the time he needed to accomplish his dream. He was so obsessed with learning everything that he conducted unethical experiments on citizens of the Leaf Village. Then perhaps the most striking example of Naruto's theme of unjust greed would be the Akatsuki itself. Or I guess I should say, the Akatsuki that was originally presented to us. Here Pain mentions the Shinobi war economy, and how the Akatsuki wanted to monopolize war. Shinobi as a system were a group that thrived on war. They couldn't exist without it, and that's what Pain wanted to exploit for his own stated goals of world domination. It wasn't hatred that ruled the world, it was greed. So what did Kishimoto do with these ideas later in Shippuden? Well, nothing, as he sort of just disregarded them in favor of other ideas, like the cycle of hatred, and the question of how the worlds could achieve peace. This change is easily seen in Pain's later appearances, where he loses his sardonic attitude and gains a more stoic, messiah-esque persona. Clearly, he had other ideas for where he wanted the story to go, and that makes me kind of sad, particularly because the ideas he went with were less interesting in my eyes. A lament on the pain of war is strong, yes, but ultimately I don't think Kishimoto was the man to write such a story. Few people are, especially because by the end of Naruto he didn't really give a concrete answer to the issues that plagued Naruto's world. Peace was the de facto result of the Leaf Village being the strongest village by far, and there's no guarantee that it'll last beyond Naruto's death. Kishimoto hadn't done anything particularly profound with his mullings on war and hatred, and that makes the fact that he abandoned the greed theme even more disappointing. Greed isn't any enemy our favorite knuckle-headed ninja could have beaten with shadow clones, or Rasengan, or forgiveness. It would have forced him to look intimately into the flaws of Shinobi, of ultimately having villages of mercenaries who need conflicts upon themselves, and how he could address fixing it, to ensure that something like the Akatsuki, and the world's many other problems could never happen again. And it might have even forced Naruto to consider the idea that maybe ninjas shouldn't exist at all. But I'm just one guy, maybe I'm wrong. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. It really helps me out, and I'll see you guys next time.